Hey guys, it's been a while. I know that it has been some time. And I have some drinks that I want to review soon, but due to some factors that I don't want to get into, those drink reviews will be here soon. It's just that I have some scheduling and some other things that will get me back to them. But then for now, we will go over something else real quick that I think you will find equally as entertaining. Plus, it's just fun to open up new products with, sharing it with everybody else, keeping the moment in all its entirety to be remembered. And so, I didn't get these little guys on camera, some of these little guys on camera. I opened, I flung them across the room. No, I opened them up from past years. So here's what we got. We have a little tiny silver Sonic thing. So the silver is one of them, and he can kind of move. He can move limbs and whatnot, and apparently you can move the limbs back and forth, but I don't want to test the waters because one of my Sonic toys broke when I tried to move its limbs. I don't really know. You can move it 4 points of articulation so far. I don't really think 4 points, and then 5 if you count the head turn as well. So anyway, and then Shadow is very similar, the head turn, the arms, and then the legs. I know everybody, this is my opinion too, everybody always wants the bigger versions of these guys, but getting the smaller versions of them is not terrible. It's at least something to compensate for if you never get a chance to get the bigger figures, the bigger ones, which are like around 6 inches tall or something like that. So then we have the little crab guy. They don't really sell these guys in bigger versions at all, because I guess the idea is that with these small little thug guys, it's always known that they're going to be pretty small, so they only sell them as these little guys, and we're okay with them not making bigger versions of them. And so I usually am okay with that. Anyway, so the point is that I have these 3 little guys that I have opened up off screen back during the past, but you will get now a chance to experience with me some figures that we are going to open now. Now, like with, I guess his name is Meat Crab. Like with Meat Crab, we're going to drop him on the floor. That's what we're going to do. And so we have a couple other ones to deal with, to open up, I should say, not deal with. Anyway, to open up, so we have this one, which is Moto Bug. Let's give him open. That is one thing I will say that I like about these guys, is the fact that they're sometimes kind of easy to open, though I will not say that they're, extremely easy to open, just kind of easy. I do not like how it ruins the packaging, because it would be cool to open it up in a way that would not destroy the packaging like that, but it is what it is. They can't really do anything else as far as opening that up without doing that, unless it was like a box that you could use scissors on certain points, which the bigger toys they usually do that with. But anyway, more sound I'm going to edit out. And got him. So, whoa, right from the get-go, that's a bad limb. It's like just feels really loose right here. This little tiny limb right here, that's his arm. It feels really loose. It does not feel that good. And I guess that technically you're supposed to be able to bend it up and down, but I don't want to do that because it looks how small that little guy. That's his arm right there. That's his arm, and yet you're supposed to be able to bend it up and down. It's like I don't want to mess with that. So anyway, this guy feels like the jets on the side of his him are a little loose anyway. But anyway, so he has a giant wheel that he's on. Yeah, it kind of just rolls. And you can just roll everywhere. That actually is fun. Wow, that actually is really, really fun to mess with. Anyway, so next one to open. This is called Buzz Bomber. Again, pretty easy to open, pretty easy to take out of the package. Like that, it is a very, it did not get held within the plastic. In fact, if anything, the plastic was pretty much perfectly formed for it. Anyway, so with this one, its head is stuck in place. You cannot move it from the back wing area. You can move the wings up and down on these wings. You can move, you can move the little jets, the jet propulsion thingies. So these things on the side right here, you can move those around. And then you can position him a little bit from his lower piece to his wing piece. So from his, I don't know the different parts of a bug. Anyway, so from the blue spot right there, that little blue thing, that can move a little bit decently from the other spot, which is his winged area. And then there's a stand that you probably saw just fell off. That allows him to stand a little bit, of course. And that way you can set him up like this. Overall, this one's actually pretty fun. I didn't give last one a rating, sadly. That one I would give more like a 6 out of 10 because it's a basic toy. The only thing is with the limbs that are pretty, loose. I don't like those loose limbs on that one. This one I give more like a 7 out of 10 because it doesn't have any loose limbs and it feels pretty solid and also looks like a fun design. So everything about him is pretty good. Now down to the other two. So first I have, now we can do this right. All right, now I have Dr. Eggman, or yes, they're calling Dr. Eggman. Okay, out. Now this one was actually kind of hard to actually get out of the packaging, but eventually I got it, so I'm glad that it worked out. Now this one, automatically, I do like it as a figure. I do think it is a bit weird how you can't move the fist, so you can't move the fist like this direction, like this. Instead, you're kind of stuck in that perpetual state of that, and you have to bend the arm accordingly to that. So you kind of see what I mean a little bit. But so if I wanted to go like this, but turn the fist around where he's going like this, I couldn't do that. His fist is actually stuck in that position a little bit. And then his other arm, his pinky looks kind of weird. I'm not sure if you can see that on camera, but his pinky looks like very stick out weird. And that's stuck in its position, but the arms are actually moving pretty darn well. Ooh, wow, he's actually pretty good with his articulation as far as like how he can move for such a little figure. So I actually like this little Eggman, guys. Limbs are working out pretty well. His little, you can make him do a stop motion dance if you wanted to. His legs are, legs moving out pretty well. The arms move pretty well. Does the head move? If it doesn't, it doesn't. No, the head does not move, sadly. Oh well. But it is the Mike Pollock, I think that's how you say his name, design. And that design is iconic for me. I love this Eggman Sonic design because it's been with me ever since I was a kid, and it's really good design. I love it. Oh, can this move too? No, it can't. Okay, whatever. And again, this is actually pretty good. I like this. This is an 8 out of 10, I would say. I wish it was a bigger version, but hey, even if it's a dinky small version of an Eggman that's working out really well, I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. That one's a good figure. Good figure in my opinion. Yay. And then last but not least, we have Sonic. And he came out of the packaging really well. So they put the packaging on top of him instead of underneath him, like usually with all these, they put the Dr. Eggman lays in there. This one, they had to where it goes on top of him, which is different and cool. And this vortex feels extremely smooth. I love it. This feels really nice, and I think it adds to the fact of the shine of the vortex itself that you can see that Sonic is running into. This is supposed to be his feet that you usually can see in the newer versions of Sonic. They keep doing this gimmick where they keep having him run and then his legs look like this. It looks like a weird Infinity 8 thing, but I can see right through it. No, it looks cool and it's a very odd effect, but it makes sense. I definitely see some people would not like it because the fact that it kind of looks like it's defying logic more than it should, and his legs would pretty much break by that point because the fact that he's only only yay tall. So yeah. So anyway, this is pretty cool. Let's see if there's anything. Okay, so his head moves a little bit, and then his arms do move, but yeah, I guess his arms move a little bit as well. Yeah, actually. So you can get him to go like this, like he's running toward to catch something. Okay, yeah, he's running to catch something. There we go. But yeah, him attached to this vortex does make it look a little weird. But yeah, so his legs are attached very interestingly as well. I'm not sure if you can see it on camera how his legs are attached to it, but anyway, and it's got wheels on the bottom, so he can roll. Oh, the wheels actually feels pretty slick. I like it. It's much like this little guy. Actually, I like the Sonic one handling better because it's more sturdy rather than one big wheel where this guy feels like he's going back and forth. This one's actually going back and forth a little bit more. It's a very interesting one to play with because again, it'd be like playing a character that's attached to a boat or something, you know, like that weird moose couch thing off of the Return to Oz. Why am I talking about that weird nightmarish creature? Anyway, but no, this is not bad. I like it. So I'm going to give this a nice 7 out of 10 because again, it just does feel odd playing with a character whose legs are one big infinity symbol. It's just a little odd, but kind of works. It kind of does work, so I want to give it a 7 out of 10 because there are other attributes about this I like. Anyway, so like I was saying, we give 6, 7, and 7 out of 10, and Eggman I give 8 out of 10. So there you have it. Go out there, go find some Sonic toys if you're a Sonic fan. If you're not a Sonic fan, why are you watching the video? Nah, you can watch. I didn't mean to offend. Come back, you know. No, but no, it's a fun little adventure of, you know, these little figure guys. And people usually like the bigger ones, like I've said before. I'm probably repeating myself. But these ones are, you know, a fun little thing to go into. A little bit of, you know, explore a little bit with your toys and how it goes. Video just ended time-wise and looped back again. So see you guys later.